First exercise is the arabesque. So your body is acting as a pendulum, one foot firmly planted on the ground, both legs are straight, and using, in this instance, your right glute to lift the right leg off the ground, and the left glute to bring you to a standing position. So there's balance, there's stability in the ankle, knee and hip joint, but there's also a connection with the brain and the glute muscles to make sure that they're firing in the right way. You can make this harder by adding a weight or standing on an upturned bosu to create more instability. Next is a squat. Feet firmly planted on the ground. You want to feel the weight on your heels as well as your toes. As deep as you can go. If you can get your thighs horizontal, then that's a good start. If you want to make it harder, add a weight, hold it at chest height. Start at 4 kilos, working upwards, maintaining that strong core. As soon as you feel the core drop, take that weight away. Single leg squat. If you bring your leg forwards, the opposite legs forwards, you find that the posture fails a little bit and the back rounds and the knee travels too far forwards. Better posture, take that leg behind you, back is straighter, knee doesn't travel too far forwards. Next exercise is a lunge. So taking a deep step forward, pushing back, alternating with the other leg. Shins are horizontal. Again, the knee shouldn't go over the toes, and the thighs, shins are vertical and the thighs are horizontal. You can also do a rear lunge, same principles, just put slightly less pressure on the knees. And you can increase the intensity of this by adding a leg drive and a hop and swap legs. Pushing with the toes, driving with the leg. Single leg hop, keeping the opposite leg as high as you can, maintaining stability in the core, trying not to slouch the upper back or lower back. The hands are high, elbows are bent at right angles, trying not to move around too much and maintaining one position. Core rotational position, knee is high, hips are stable, leg on the ground with the foot on the ground is also stable. Rotating the arms from each side, so keeping a strong core to prevent those hips from wiggling around and prevent that leg from moving. Just rotating at the shoulders. A progression from the squat and the single leg squat is a jump squat, just pushing off the toes, dropping as low as you can into that deep squat, and powering up, going straight down back into the squat and straight back up again. High intensity version of the squat. Onto the mat, knees bent, feet flat on the ground, using the legs, the hamstrings and the glutes, lift the hips off the ground. Try and get them as high as you can so that your hips are in line with the knees and the shoulders. You can increase the intensity of this by lifting one leg off the ground and working alternately with each leg. And you could also put your foot onto an upturned bosu, which would create an unstable surface, again increasing the intensity and the challenge of the exercise. Next exercise is a donkey kick. So you are forming a position almost of the downward dog, so the bottom is in the air. You're driving the knee into the chest and you're kicking back, keeping the core stable, so not arching the back as you are kicking the leg back. You're just using the glute of the moving leg to squeeze and lift that leg back. Mountain climbers are a good core stability exercise. Low intensity version, bring the knees up, tap the foot, take the foot back and swap legs. Shoulders should be above the hands. Increase the intensity by moving the feet quicker, touching the toes and taking the foot back. Finally is the step up. Find a step where you are taking a big enough step that your thigh is almost horizontal. Single leg at a time, Try not to push off too much with the opposite leg, just working that leg that's on the step. Increase the intensity by driving the knee up and adding a weight. Start with 4 kilos and build from there. You want to make sure you're keeping a strong core to protect the back.